Hello everybody and welcome back to the 41st Millennium where there is only war. I'm your host Ross, and in today's Let's Play we're going to be carrying on our campaign of the original Dawn of War game. So we got to mission 6 last time, and if you've been following the series,
under the orders of Inquisitor Toth,
the last episode I had to record again. This is now the second recording of this mission.
Such an action can lead to disaster
I'll let
in the best of situations.
Speak.
But the reports reaching my ears are ones of planet-wide hysteria as the population makes its pilgrimage to the two main spaceports. Convoys of transports and civilians on foot are being plagued by attacks from Orc forces. Stretched thin, the Imperial Guard is barely keeping order in the major population centers, sacrificing their lives long enough to hold back the green tide of the Orcs. They are truly warriors of the Emperor. I wish for nothing more than to be able to join them in this noble cause. But I cannot deny my duty any more than they can deny theirs. We have found proof that the forces of chaos are operating on the planet of Tartarus. Isidore has found evidence on the blasphemous altar that indicates they may be headed towards Mount Korath, an old mountain located dangerously close to an area of heavy Orc activity. I have requested a regiment of Imperial Guard from Colonel Brom to help cover our approach. I regret asking when the Colonel's forces are already stretched to the breaking point, but there are greater things at stake now.
Okay, so at the end of the last episode, we found evidence that Chaos are operating on the planet, and we now need to get to where apparently they've been operating. So yeah, like I said, this is the second recording of this mission. Audio was corrupted on the first. So I kind of know what's ahead of me here. I know what to kind of expect. But yeah, I think like in the last episode, what I'll probably do is there's a little bit at the start of the mission I need to do. Just establish a base. I'll probably spend some time getting my base set up, cut that out so you guys don't have to see it. And then you guys can come back in for all the action.
Exalted Farseer, the humans are moving, traversing the slope as you predicted. They are walking into our trap.
Yes, but you can never ambush a space marine. Remember that. They expect treachery at every turn. You can only validate their suspicions.
Your orders?
We have locked the humans into this path as they have locked us into ours. They know they enter a gauntlet, and they will likely drag us into it as well. Now we play our parts, and pray that we are the better actors.
And there we are.
Are you certain?
Yes, the path to Mount Korath. This is where the altar said we must go. Why? Do you question my findings?
I do not question your abilities, brother librarian, but I do question their tactical sense. That mountain pass is the perfect location for an ambush.
Listen to the distrust in his voice. He probably calls you mutant behind your back, but he fears your divinity, your power. You must put the child at ease.
I do not deny that this is likely a trap, which is all the more proof that our enemy lies in this direction.
Very true, old friend. Stay alert and follow my lead.
Quick, dramatic turns.
I want no mistakes.
Agreed.
Okay, so start of this
Scouts,
mission.
are you in position?
We have no
Yes,
base.
my lord. We have discovered the location of the first Eldar forces.
We must find a way to overcome this Eldar strike force before we can scout out a good location to stage our field operations.
Now there's always a mission in old RTS games like this where you start off with just some troops. Like you start off with a small army and you don't have a base and you need to fight your way to the base. There's always a mission that does
We
that.
are united in his service.
We'll send our brother Dreadnought up and our Assault Marines in. In fact, Assault Marines go after the Dark Reapers. You, Dreadnought, after the Wraith Walker thing. Where's our Librarian? Smite them. Smite them. We'll get our tactical squads moving up. Lost a few Assault Marines in the battle. Oh, these Dark Reapers, yeah. Oh no, there's a Warlock there, look, Seer Council. Gun him down.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Let's just attach you to a squad and we'll attach you to a squad as well.
A fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Our Dreadnought has taken some damage.
Scouts awaiting orders.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for
This
yourself.
structure is a webway portal.
By my command.
The Eldar use them to quickly travel from one location to another. We must destroy any webway portals we find to limit the Eldar's mobility.
I will crush those who stand
He
before
who
me.
stands with
So this is where we end up setting up our base, is here.
My knowledge is at your
This is a good location to establish a field base. Gabriel to the Litany of Fury. Lock on my location and prepare to drop HQ.
I will crush those
It
who
takes a
stand
minute.
before me.
Yeah, like see the base comes in here, this wall will be getting built up.
Scouts awaiting orders.
We should have a drop, yeah, there's a server there. There's another server there actually, we'll get to work. And basically what happens is we slowly start building up our base. There is a checkpoint up here that once we take, the Imperial Guard actually come in with a bunch of Lehman Russ battle tanks, a couple of infantry squads and Colonel Braun himself. And they kind of hold a pass so that the enemy can't get
Scouts
to, well,
awaiting
the
orders.
Orc enemy can't get to our base, the Eldar
Commencing
still can.
infiltration. At your command.
We are going to go ahead and just trigger that now.
Await the immortal Emperor. Do I detect uncertainty in your
Scouts here.
purpose?
Scouts get into the
On
crater.
patrol.
Where's our Assault Marines? Brothers, we need you. Okay, let's set our tactical squads to hold their position. Go take out them. We need the Dreadnought up there.
This day shall be a
Tactical Marines get into the heavy cover. That'll benefit you more.
By my command.
It's the first step on the road to disappointment.
Take out the webway gate. The Dreadnought will make short work of anything. Yep, that he can get close to. The Assault Marines take that strategic point.
My knowledge is at your disposal. I shall never tire.
I think. Yeah, we're getting attacked back at base.
Established our field base. We must continue through the main pass.
Guys, run away, run away.
Expect heavy resistance. Make sure you move cautiously.
Through the
and keep
destruction
the
of
field
our
base
enemies,
protected.
We'll send our two Space Marine squads back. You two. Oh, autosave.
I await your instructions.
Get me a listening post built there.
I will do
So we can start getting
as
some
you
requisition.
Fear not the Psyker. I will destroy their minds and burn
This day
their
shall be a
bodies.
glorious one for the Imperium.
Come on, these are just Rangers. They have like no armor whatsoever. You guys should be shredding them with bolter fire.
I await your instructions.
Okay, let's start getting our base up and running.
I will do as you ask, with all due haste.
We'll capture
On
this
alert,
command
brothers.
post.
The enemy must be nearby.
My lord, I have arrived
There we
at
go,
your
the
request.
Imperial Guard
We
are
need
here.
you to cover the eastern pass.
So look at that,
The
4
combat
Lehman
that
Russ
is
battle
occurring
tanks,
here
a
will likely
buttload
attract
of
the
some
Orc forces
infantry, and
nearby.
Colonel Braun himself.
We cannot afford their interference.
I understand. You can count on the Imperial Guard to hold this pass. No orcs will get by us.
Keep me appraised of the situation. If possible, I will provide you assistance if the orcs attack.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, we're going to let them just kind of do whatever they want to do. We need to carry on reinforcing our base and actually dealing with the Eldar that keep coming around the corner. And eventually we'll need to actually heal our command, our stronghold here. And folks, this is kind of going to be it for the next sort of like 20 minutes, is me slowly building up the base, reinforcing this pass. I won't go down here and deal with what's troubling us because I want you guys to see it, but I will set up turrets here. I'll get some more Space Marines online. I'll probably kit out the guard because I now have control of the guard, and I can actually like give them weapon upgrades. The tanks, I can't really do any upgrades for them, but I can issue them orders. We're not really going to move from this position. We are just going to begin building up our economy.
Your instructions.
Getting turrets online like this. And I will basically, I will edit back in once all that's built. The one thing we unlock from this mission, I will say now, is the Predator tank. And the Land Speeder as well, actually. I think we unlocked both them. I will cut back in when we get to that. Okay? But yeah, for me, I'll see you guys in like 20 minutes. For you guys, it's going to be about a second. So, in a bit, guys. Okay, folks, and welcome back. So, the base is now up and running. We have reinforced our troops a little bit. We have been under constant attack from this little pass here. You can see from the amount of Eldar dead. We've been managing to hold. We did have to build a missile turret here. The enemy are now deploying these grav platforms against us, and they can outrange a heavy bolter turret, it would appear.
Here to serve.
But we now have our third and final upgrade for our stronghold, which turns it into a fortress monastery, which has unlocked for us the Predator main battle tank and the Land Speeder, the light reconnaissance vehicle. So we're going to go ahead and get one of the Predators built, and we're going to go and deal with the Eldar that are coming this way. So we're going to send in our Dreadnought first, because he is tanky, he can take a lot of punishment, and he also will just annihilate anything that gets in his way. You may also have noticed we have a new upgrade for him, which is the twin-linked las cannon. It's a anti-building and anti-vehicle weapon, really long range. But we're going to keep this guy combat focused, because there's a lot of combat to come.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperial.
And what we're going to do with our jump troops is, I know there's a webway portal here, we are going to jump over here and bomb the shit out of it. And then we're going to leave, because we're horribly outnumbered there. Goodbye. They'll now chase us, and they'll run into the heavy bolter turrets, or sorry, the heavy bolters of this squad here, and also our Dreadnought. And he's just going to yeet them away, and then the Assault Marines can come in to help. Assault Marines are great for that rapid attack against web gates. Other than that, they're not great. Like they die very quickly. Tactical Marines, I think, last longer than the Assault Marines do, to be honest. Okay, our Predator tanks deployed. So Predator tanks, they are, as you would imagine, pretty tanky. No pun intended. They have two heavy bolters strapped to the sides of them on their sponsons, and then they have an auto cannon as their main gun. This is a mainly anti-infantry setup. You can choose to equip them with twin-linked las cannons on the top main turret and las cannons on the sides. This will make it very much an anti-vehicle and anti-building platform, which we might end up doing, because a lot of what we have here is going to be very good at squishing infantry. We're going to get ourselves a Hellfire Dreadnought as well for some added ranged fire support, and you guys are going to carry on the attack down this way in an effort to secure our flank. Assault Marines, just fall back a little bit. You guys need to stop and shoot back. See, look, we've already lost 2 Marines there. This squad is not doing well. Chuck a grenade into there just to deal with them a bit. Dreadnought, I need you taking out those support platforms because they are rinsing us. Our troops haven't broken yet. Morale holds. And now that the Dreadnought's getting stuck into these buildings... No, don't do that. Fall back. Fall back. There's only 4 of you left. Fall back. This squad can rally. Ah, that's what it is. Snipers are coming. Right, come on, deal with. Fall back.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw ground.
Go for the tanks. The tanks can chase us. The building cannot.
Returning to battle.
The Emperor protects.
Yeah, let's get stuck back in, boys.
Walk softly. Carry a big
Go for the tank.
We stand ready. Taking haste. Attacking headquarters.
And again, there's infantry there. Deal with them. You guys just cap that point.
The Emperor protects.
Don't go punching the thing that when it dies and it explodes, it does like explosion damage to you. That's stupid. So they got cut down pretty quick because this river is actually negative cover.
Agreed.
Which means infantry take more damage here.
To die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Now we're going to need to get a servitor over here to help secure this point and also heal up our dreadnought, or repair our dreadnought even. So that is what we're going to go ahead and do. Let these squads kind of replenish to full strength. Whilst they're doing that, we're going to push on the other front. So we'll upgrade our Predator to be more
I am ready to serve. Again.
Anti-vehicle, anti-tank. We'll get our Hellfire Dreadnought moving up. We'll also get our couple Space Marine squads. Won't hurt to have them. And we're going to take this squad and we're going to cross this bridge. The Imperial Guard have been holding this pass. You can see there's some Orc bodies starting to collect up. And I have upgraded them so 2 squads have got grenade launchers, and then the other 2 squads have got plasma guns. And Colonel Brom is just kind of there right now. I'm going to attach him to that
you will
squad.
follow my directives from here on out.
This group here are going to need to cross this river.
Under fire.
Walk softly.
So let's get a listening post down here.
Praise the Emperor.
We are in a not a great position here actually. That squad has broke immediately. To be fair, there is a lot of them. The Dreadnoughts are way out of position, and it looks like we are now stuck in close quarters combat. Space Marine Assault Squad fall back. There's only 3 of you left. Yeah, one is nearly dead. Holy crap.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Let's get a heavy bolter turret down. No. Okay, it's done again. Like, here comes our honoured brother to kick the shit out of him.
Praise the Emperor.
Another upgrade we have is the heavily fortified position add-on for the listening post. This is an upgrade for this mission. Right, they can deal with that. Go for these grav platforms. They're a way to target this heavy bolter turret. You guys fall back. Did we lose? We lost the assault. Oh no, we didn't lose the assault squad. That's fine. I thought we'd lost them.
Praise the Emperor.
Let's get the heavy bolters back online and get you back here.
Emperor than live for yourself. Taking heavy fire.
Okay, so it looks like there's Eldar down this way. Let's go and find out where they're hiding. They're hiding somewhere. We need to purge them. I have a funny feeling a single Dreadnought could manage this, to be honest.
I still serve.
I reckon there's just like a webway gate somewhere along this riverbed. So we're going to move. The rest of the squads can deal with that. I bet it's in here.
I will be there soon.
We'll quickly clear this away, so we don't have to keep worrying about it. Yeah, look, some Guardians here are going to rinse right through them. Yeah, there it is there. Come on, give them a good sweep. And their squad morale's broke. Look at him in all his glory. I love how badass Dreadnoughts are in this game, I really do. Right, so we really should push for that webway before they keep respawning stuff in here. Look, he's just pushing his way through. You need to punch. There you go. You gave yourself the opening. And I'm just going to leave him to finish that. Our main bulk of our force are going to amass on the bridge. I'm going to start pushing up the hill. Looks like we have a small group attacking down here again. Just you stay back. Turrets have it. Get healed up by the servitor. We're going to need to get a missile turret online, I think.
Yes, Lord.
Taking heavy fire.
Because that turret's taking a lot of damage from these grav tanks.
Yes, most beneficent one.
We are the Emperor's chosen.
Now here's the thing, we go through a lot of military options here. When we click that button.
The Emperor shall be destroyed.
Even in death I still serve.
To be fair, we're not far, we could link up with the main force. But I know there's stuff over here that we need to deal with. Okay, missile turret online, get that heavy bolter turret repaired, and then we'll repair the dreadnought again. Main battle force,
I am the instrument of his
carry on up the road. This is the one thing this game kind of isn't great with, is the pathing.
It is better to
You just need to stand still. You need to actually like break and engage against the melee, the units in the back, because these guys are just going to get cut down. Okay, that is a fire prism, so that is the Eldar's version of a Predator tank. It does a lot of damage, but it's quite squishy for the tank. You can see he's already put a good few rounds. Stop shooting them, shoot the thing you're meant to kill. There you go. As you can see, quite squishy. And we're going to take a dreadnought along here, because again, I'm fairly certain there's a webway here. Yep. And we'll get our other dreadnought to meet up with us up on this road here.
by his word.
Apothecary here.
So you can see that the Predator has taken very little in the way of
There is no
damage.
such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Okay, so
Yes, most beneficent
that
one.
turret is now repaired. Go ahead and repair
Yes,
the dreadnought. So this is our heavily fortified position. And you can see it's got a lot more armour, and it now has, instead of a heavy bolter, it's got an assault cannon, which is like a Gatling gun. We're going to get a Rhino.
Ever vigilant.
We're going to get these two squads kitted.
Maintain attack formation.
They will go in the Rhinos. I'll get two Rhinos
We are
actually.
the Emperor's chosen.
They'll go in the Rhinos and they can be sent out to the battlefield wherever we need them. This webway's down.
Is eternal.
We may actually need to repair some of our dreadnoughts. Send a servitor up here maybe.
Rhino transport deployed. Rhino here.
You know what, let's get a second Predator tank. Why not?
Yes, my lord. Fear denies faith. Fear denies faith.
So there is clearly like an Eldar base along that way, but we're going to keep pushing up the main road right now.
Die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
So as you can see, fire prisms are actually doing a lot of damage to our dreadnoughts. They are kind of designed to kill
I
them.
will destroy their minds and burn their bodies. At your command.
That's a bone singer, that's one of the enemy builders. Okay, nothing there, so let's grab this position here.
There is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt.
Go and heal that turret.
It is better to die for the Emperor than
Now,
live
I
for
remember there's
yourself.
something here.
For terror.
Oh, we've engaged the enemy.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Fine, as long as you guys don't go running off too far. Guardsmen!
The instrument of his will.
You're here. I think
Yes,
Command
my lord.
forgot about us.
How long have you been?
Glory
On alert,
of the
brother.
Imperium.
The enemy must be nearby.
Under fire.
By yourselves?
Yes, my lord. We've seen some pretty freaky stuff too.
Position secure.
Come on. We'll show you.
Predator deployed.
So these guys have held this position this fucking shitty bunker
For
for
the
a
honor
week.
of the chapter.
Against everything that's been like passing through here. Orcs, Eldar, Chaos, they've held that position for a week. Absolute heroes.
Today the enemy shall move here.
Men with massive, massive testicles. Because that's what you need to remember about 40k. This is not like the worst that humanity can face right now. This is like the stuff that these guys must have seen.
I am the instrument of his will.
Would have like caused nightmares. Like I don't think the human mind could comprehend the horror that those guys have seen.
I am ready to serve again.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, let them eat.
And they've clearly got something to... Ah, they're showing us a webway. Cool. This one was pretty hidden. Oh, the guardsmen died. They were like cut down by the... They lived so long just to die right at the end. What was that, a run?
Praise the Emperor.
Should say, just to clarify, I did do all the upgrades for my Marines and stuff.
I am the instrument of his will.
Everybody's been upgraded to the max that they kind of can be.
We are united in his service.
Right. We've got this position.
There is no such thing as innocence. Only degrees of guilt.
Awaiting orders.
Let's get some heavy bolters.
At your command.
And you guys can get missile launchers. What I'll do is actually get in the rhinos. We're going to move out.
The Emperor protects.
You guys can chuck a grenade into them, yeah? Right, get into the cover.
Direct us to the enemy. I am ready to serve again.
And deal with that.
Direct us to the enemy.
You can't actually... Throw it at the big walker. And then fall back, fall back. Let the Dreadnought deal with this. Let him just punch his way through all of this. Right. Squads are mounted up, we're going to move up to here. To hold this pass while you guys investigate what's down here. Because there is a strategic point around this corner, so I'm guessing there's maybe a base around here.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Where's our combat dreadnoughts?
Again. I will be there soon.
There's a webway.
Command me.
Come on, bring it down.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Okay, there's definitely something down here. Oh, come on, camera. Get the Predator tank up here. Yep, there is an Eldar base here. Let's deal with it.
Beware the alien.
I am the instrument of his will.
Assault Marine, just you guys capture that because you're not great at anything else, to be honest. Everybody push into the Eldar base.
I am ready to serve again. I am the instrument of his will.
Let's get the Predator focusing on buildings. This is just brutal. Okay, our reinforcements have arrived, that's fine.
Faith is eternal.
I reckon there's another Eldar base up this way.
Position secure.
Yeah, I mean, look at the amount of Guardians here.
Identifying targets.
We need to fight our way through to get this webway gate.
Praise the Emperor. For the Emperor.
Come on, you can clearly just trample your way through them. If we take down the webway, stops them reinforcing. You guys can just lob a melta charge on that thing, and it's gone.
On alert, brothers.
And immediately start gunning down anyone that's left.
Even in death, I still serve.
And And I think if we pull you guys back to here,
for the glory of the Emperor,
you guys capture that position.
An open mind is like a fortress. With
The rest of our force will eventually link up with you.
Yes, Lord.
Let's drop one of our marine squads and go pick up this servitor to repair.
Take refuge within our armor.
We'll issue repairs to all our dreadnoughts and really any of our vehicles that have taken any sort of damage here. Why you've spotted a webway gate? Cool. That was not the order I gave you though.
For the Emperor.
But seeing as you're having fun, go and purge the xenos. And you guys can move up as well.
No servant of the Emperor shall cross.
I await your instructions.
Take refuge within our armor.
Okay, stop. You haven't actually got your passenger. Get in the transport. We'll also fortify that position.
Command me. Moving out. I will be there.
And this
soon.
dreadnought's going to go for a wee walk. We're going to see what we can spot. Not a lot by the looks of it.
Brothers. I will crush those who stand before me.
See, this was one of the things when I was younger. I used to love the terrain. I used to be like, wow, like imagine how tall these things must be. If this thing's like 10 foot tall, these must be like, you know, 30 foot, 40 foot tall walls. It really gave me a sort of idea of scale of the 40k universe.
I will be there soon.
And everything's like this really brutal gothic architecture as well. I always wanted to make like massive battle mats for when I was playing the game, like the tabletop one. Alas, young Ross did not have the skills, nor the idea, or the knowledge even. I had the idea, I didn't have the knowledge about how to build terrain. I still don't, to be fair. I know how to construct ready-made terrain.
Direct us to
So we're going to load up a squad into the Rhino. If they can figure out the pathing and where the doors are. Because the Rhino's got a door on the back, but it's also got two doors on the side. They should be able to get into any of them. Come on guys, figure it out.
Going straight to the front line.
You are humanity's finest and you're tricked by doors.
I exist to serve. As you wish. As you wish.
And we'll just start repairing some of these vehicles that have been damaged. We'll push up the hill and we'll probably reunite with this force here. As you can see on the mini-map, the orcs are continuing to try and push through. And the Imperial Guard are doing what the Imperial Guard do best, and they are holding the line. Like, that's a big mech and he's not making it very far. Come on, get it built. I might, because I'm just noticing how much stuff needs repairs, I might cut out the repairs and just cut back in as we're about to move off.
I will be there soon.
Okay folks, so welcome back. So what I've decided to do is, I've repaired two dreadnoughts. I'm going to send them up while the servitor repairs the Predator tank, which won't take very long, and this dreadnought here. In fact, I think the Predator's done already.
I shall obey.
I'm going to send these guys up ahead first. We know that dreadnoughts are pretty tanky. They can take on most, if not everything here.
Identifying targets.
And yeah, it looks like we've got a small Eldar base to deal with. They should be able to punch through this, no bother at all. If we split them up, they'll not go for the targets I've assigned them. They'll go for whatever appears to be in their way. That's fine. Other dreadnoughts now heal, so we can move up the main force. I've decided to keep this Predator tank. I nearly said Venator there. This Predator tank is an anti-infantry version, mainly because I'm pretty sure the Eldar will like send a mass force at us soon. But if we can clear this position, I think the game forces us up this route here, but we can link up with these squads.
Command me.
I think we just have to go through some pretty shitty terrain, to be honest. Yeah, we just need to go through here and fight through some turrets that I forgot were there. Come on, camera, behave yourself.
Follow me into battle.
Come on.
By my command. Attack.
Pro tip, if you're playing this game, find a way to get it to work on widescreen. It doesn't like working in modern day monitors, apparently.
At last, back to war.
We're going to amass at the bottom of this wrap here. We're going to get our servitor to go and heal, or sorry, I keep saying heal. Repair this dreadnought, because this dreadnought's been through a lot. He's done a lot of work today. But his two brothers are going to charge up the hill and start clearing us a position for a secondary base. Because I remember the push from here is brutal. And we'll send our predators in as well. We want the dreadnoughts going in first, so I might need to stop the predators if they're moving too quickly. Yeah, look, loads of infantry. And a fire prison tank that needs to die. Two of them actually need to die. So you target the webway gate so they can't bring more infantry in. And you just start eating through their infantry. Anti-tank, fire at the tank, and then fire at the building. Everybody else should be fine to move on.
Even in death I still serve.
While the enemies of the Emperor still draw ground at the Millenium peace.
And this is where we'll set up our second base. We will get these dreadnoughts repaired. Predators took no damage there, which is nice. Rhinos will move up as well.
Is eternal. Awaiting orders.
Our assault marines can go and take that position.
I am the instrument of his will.
Taking heavy fire.
Okay, it looks like the orcs are actually managing to gain some ground here. Although they are being pushed back, but they are getting further. They're getting closer. They made it to the barbed wire this time. This servitor might as well start running up here.
I am the instrument
of cool. You are now healed, so this servitor's job is to now start repairs on that dreadnought.
I am the instrument of his will.
We can't actually build anything yet until we capture this position. Actually, that's a lie. I can build a stronghold, or I could build a thermal plasma generator. And if I remember right, the plasma generator gives us the building ability for this area.
Under fire.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
We are a little out of position here. You move up. You're going to need to repair, so you're the one that's just repaired. Move up.
Praise the Emperor. An open mind is like a fortress with its
word of the Emperor. This means that Space Marines nearby the librarian cannot die.
Knowledge is power. Hide it well.
Basically, they'll still take damage, but they won't die. Here comes our other server, all happy and, you know, ready to build and ready to serve. Right, let's see if we can get this dreadnought up to the front. No, he's completely stuck.
What would you have me do?
Come on, there you go. I've given you an opening. Figure it out. There you go.
I await your instructions. Yes, Lord.
Okay, we'll start repairs on the other dreadnoughts. Dude, figure it out. Come on, it's not difficult. Just walk in a straight line. Straight line it, come on. You know what, Rhino, move to there. Smoke screen there. Deploy your pals. Hey, you figured it out, now go kill them. Okay, they're warping in warp spiders behind us, which is not cool. Let's get a chapel barracks down.
Initializing build protocol.
You know what, let's move the predators up.
We stand ready.
Because our dreadnoughts are obviously drunk.
Even in death I still serve. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for
Our Predator
yourself.
tanks are going to start pushing up the hill here. We're going to deal with this webway portal, which is clearly where they're coming from. That was the last one. You can see how effective las cannons are because, oh, Jesus, that one guy. He was just annihilated. Move up beside him. You have the Dreadnought ready to help you if anything gets close. Are you healed? You are healed. Good.
Here to serve.
Go and support your brother on the front lines.
I will be there soon.
How's our second base coming along? Our
Yes,
child barracks
Lord.
is built. We now need a machine cult.
Build routine 721 initiated.
Any new Marines will be built to there.
Faith is eternal.
Can you get round then? You can.
I am the instrument of his will.
Taking hits.
Okay, let's deal with the tank. Come on, guys. You're not shooting the target I asked you to shoot. Right. You're fine actually. You're our support dreadnought, so you should be up there. We could equip him with a las cannon if we wanted to.
Moving out.
Let's move up to here and hold this position. We'll get the Predators to move there. We'll also move up our Marines. So where's the assault squad? You guys can grab that position.
I stand
Whilst
ready.
Marine squads move up to here.
Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation.
You are now fully repaired, so we'll send you up to the front as well. And screw it, the Rhino can move here. And it looks like our machine cult is almost online. So we'll set its rally point to there. And then we basically just have to fight our way up to here. And I think it's going to be brutal. Personally, I think this is going to be awful. Come on guys, move.
I am ready to serve. Again.
The pathfinding in this game is awful.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Right, screw it.
It is
You
better
guys
to
charge
die
forward.
For the Emperor than live for yourself.
Oh, yeah, go deal with the fire prism. That
While
was
the
brutal.
enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, there can be
Let's get some Marines in there to assist, and Predator tanks, I need you up into the middle. Oh, that's brutal. We have lost the Dreadnought. Rhino, move up to here, put smoke down on the commander. Predator tank, I need you taking out that fire prism. Yeah, go for the walker now, the Wraith Lord. Go for the other Wraith Lord. Other Predator, I need you to start taking out those turret positions. Missile launcher teams are doing fine. Where's our fire support dreadnought? He can move up. This team as well. Predator tank, take out the webway gate. That will stop any reinforcements getting done. And now focus down those grav platforms. Man, those grav platforms can take a beating.
Space Marines, advance! I shall not fail.
Right, guys, come on, push up.
Follow my lead. Confirmed. My aim shall not falter.
Where is everybody else?
An open
All
mind
back.
is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and
I'm losing a
unguarded.
strategic point to the enemy, apparently.
Taking hits.
They're interesting. Okay.
What are your needs?
Let's go and find out what's causing that, because I don't see how they got past me.
It is better to die for the
You guys are
Emperor
just
than
stuck
live for
forever.
yourself.
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing.
Through discipline, we prevail.
Let's check there's nothing around the back here.
On alert, brothers. The enemy must be nearby.
Okay, there's an enemy
My
position
aim
there.
shall not falter.
I think we need to capture these strategic posts.
Praise the Emperor.
Oh, no, just reached the dig site. There we go. That's the mission.
We are still unearthing more Eldar explosives and demolition charges, but we dare not move them. We replace their triggering mechanisms, however. That is all I care to do with such xenotech.
Was this a trap?
No. By the placement of the charges, it is likely they plan to collapse this area, burying the marker and anyone near it.
They failed. Isidore, study the marker and see where it leads us next.
Captain, Inquisitor Toth has arrived.
Of course he has.
Yes, Captain, it is an impressive sight. But I never claimed Chaos had never set foot on this planet before. I said that if something were here, the impending warp storm would eliminate that threat. Best we not remain to share its fate.
And as I explained, Inquisitor, the Blood Ravens will remain until the last possible moment. Until that happens, in 2 or 3 days hence, I plan on pursuing this riddle.
Captain, I do not presume to question your decisions concerning the Blood Ravens. But when it comes to employing the Colonel's Imperial Guard in your quest...
My quest? Yet again you accuse me of pursuing my personal interests. It is my duty, and yours, to expunge any scent of heresy or chaos.
You overstep yourself.
As do you, Inquisitor. It is not the Colonel's Imperial Guard. Their lives belong to the Emperor. It is by his mandate and will that I use the Imperial Guard against the forces of disorder and elevate them in the glory of holy battle.
I see now that coming here was a mistake. If you are set on a path that will lead you to destruction, I can do nothing to stop you. But I won't allow you to drag us down with you. By inquisitorial edict, I am taking control of the planet Tartarus. All requests for planetary resources, including its military, will go through me, Captain. From this point on, you and your men are on your own.
Damn. And that is it, folks. So, I hope you've all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later, everybody.